This rules. I love gambling.
Here's what I'll
Everything's
say.
coming up finance.
Here's what I'll say.
Yes. Let's go again.
All right. Let's keep going.
What else?
Okay.
Let's fucking go, dude. I am sweating. I feel so good.
Let me put my hair up.
I gotta take my shirt off.
I can't do this anymore. You take your shirt off. I'll put my hair up, and let's get to, because I'm not being myself here. I'm really, the fact that I took that gamble against someone with that many tattoos about music is really beneath me. Okay.
Oh my God.
All right. Bap, bap, bap. Today I dress like I'm a lawyer for clowns.
Yes.
And
I'm here to get representation. It was a terrible, awful, tragic hand buzzer incident. Okay?
We do look like we're in court, and I'm your lawyer.
Yeah.
I do look like I'm the CEO of Funland, Rehoboth Beach.
I know. Look, I didn't know that the zipper was not working, all right?
You do look like you're looking for your son in Funland. Avoiding your son in Funland.
Oh, yeah. I lost him in that little old-timey thing where you shot the light, you know? We find he's just hiding there, like Kevin McAllister in Home Alone in the nativity scene.
So Ian and I just found out that we went to the same horrendous...
You say horrendous. I say monumental in my development. Okay.
This is the same little mini carnival. What would you call that? An amusement park.
Amusement park. A mini amusement park.
Yeah, in Delaware. Every summer.
Yeah.
I dated a guy that wore a necklace with a CD on it. Did you ever see us together walking down the boardwalk?
What?
Yep. He had a CD.
Wow.
Facing out.
Was he on the ground floor of getting into fentanyl?
He was an entrepreneur. What? Okay, dude. He carried a CD at all times. Yeah. He was Flavor Flav's cousin.
I was obsessed. I wanted to be part of the cool kids so bad that would hang out on the boardwalk at night. And every year I would get a henna tattoo of the Red Hot Chili Pepper symbol on my wrist because I love the Cheap Peps. And I will never forget, I got a Razor scooter and I went scooting down the sidewalk. And when I curved on the boardwalk, it slipped out from underneath me and all the cool kids laughed. And I went, I meant to do that. And I just ran back. It was the first time I was allowed on the boardwalk alone at night. And I was like, I got my Jinkos on. I got my necklace I made at a hardware store. These kids are going to love me. And I just got I just went back to the condo and was like Grammy, I need to be in my room alone.
I remember being at the Rehoboth Beach at a time where I guess I was into the Grateful Dead. You and I were in different places.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And I was wearing Birkenstocks, which it is so weird to look at 13, 14-year-old girls these days. And they're just in just tube tops and see-through pants. And just I was in Birkenstocks and big baggy pants, Stussy pants.
Stussy.
And huge bum equipment sweatshirts. We all dressed like Left Eye.
You were
from
just
TLC.
building your way up to Billabong.
Yes. We all dressed like Ralphie May for whatever reason. And I remember tripping and eating shit on the boardwalk. And I was like, I could never be seen here again. I mean,
that boardwalk was
it was a runway. It was a runway.
Monumental. We used to rent bicycles and you would ride up and down the boardwalk and then go around. We had senior week at Rehoboth Beach. And I didn't drink at the time, so I would escort the girls home. I had brass knuckles and I was like, I'll make sure nothing happens. And don't worry, I'm a eunuch. I'm not going to try to fuck you. You know?
Wait, and you would come from, how far is, you're from Wilmington, grew up, born, raised. What's Delaware's thing? Delaware is kind of an unsung hero.
Thing is you get out as soon as possible. You know? Me, Aubrey Plaza, and Joe Biden, the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit of Delaware. No, I love Delaware. It's the best, man. It was your quintessential, just kind of, I grew up behind a shopping center 5 minutes outside of the city of Wilmington.
Nice.
And the church I would go to was where my parents got married. I got baptized. We had my dad's funeral. Every funeral we ever had was at this church.
Did you get a discount? Was there?
You would think they'd have a punch card.
Like a Costco?
I was an altar boy there, desperately trying to get molested for male attention, but it just didn't work. No.
That is the thing. The only thing worse than being molested
is the one left out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I didn't get braces early enough.
Are you sure you didn't?
I definitely got something.
Yeah, you got
Yeah.
grazed.
There's oh no, there's a memory I have of well, there's
Please don't come forward right now.
no.
Please don't trap me with your molestation story.
No.
The only thing more traumatic.
We'll
Hold on,
save it till the end of the episode. Could you imagine?
Oh wait, a molestation story. Whitney's salivating over that.
Sorry, let me
Yeah,
work.
something about the horse cutouts is bringing me back to a core childhood memory.
Here's
You
the
know?
thing. I feel like this podcast now has a reputation for me where you come and like talk about your feelings. And like the only thing worse than getting molested is being the person that gets told it.
Talked at.
I know.
Yeah.
Like, please don't come forward with your story. Like, I
no.
don't want to know.
I
Keep
mean,
it to
every
yourself.
room on the way up here makes you feel more and more like comfortable. Like I'm going to like not even my mother's womb, my grandmother's womb. Like just like back to a time where I could just. I mean, look at that stereo. That looks like it's straight out of 1987. You're gonna lay in your belly and call a boy you like while you fucking turn that music down.
I won't touch it because it has Lou Gehrig's. but I have lots of vintage stuff in here that I don't want to touch.
I'm gonna get polio just looking at that thing. Jesus Christ.
It does have smallpox in it. I know this is stuff that either people gave me at shows, that's some
that's
inside
nice.
joke, or it's something that I just like got obsessed with. I got that at a vintage store in
That's
Nashville.
awesome.
Yeah, every
I
time I
love
go to
that.
like a city, I try to go to like their local vintage store or thrift store. And I don't know what compelled me to do that, but I just had to.
I like it. It fits perfect.
I just kind of had to.
No, the decor of this is amazing, and your house is fucking incredible.
Thanks.
And you're just like, everything's a mess, and it's like the most pristine thing I've ever walked into. It's like my place is just full of tumbleweeds and cat hair. You know, like when I'm like, oh, my place is a mess. People are like, yeah, we can fucking notice. You know?
You're getting 5150.
Yeah. Oh,
You're
big
telling the
time.
paramedics.
Yeah, no, it's I have a padded room. That's my fucking apartment. And then I walk in and it looks like it's a fucking set piece from Crate and Barrel fucking fall magazine. It's out of control. It's
Let
fucking
me ask
wild.
you though, like, first of all, your special is brilliant.
Thank you.
True, like I know you know this. I don't have to tell you. Everyone agrees. Like it was so fun to watch.
Man,
and it's
thank you.
And you know, we're comics. Like watching other
Yeah.
people's specials, you're kind of like, oh, like I've heard a version of this, or oh, you get jealous, or oh, you're kind of like, I could have had more. It's just what we do for a living.
Yeah.
It was like I told you this last night. I was just like I felt like a fan. Like, I
Man.
just felt like a comedy fan watching it. It was so much fun to watch.
That's really cool to hear.
I'm just, and this is, we can cut this out if it's getting too like much, but
Patrick, keep it in and turn the volume up. I need an
Zoom in
emotional
on
hug.
that bed. Well, it was also like, it made me kind of like, I was just in awe because it's like, it's really hard to capture the electricity and magic of someone when they're on stage. Like a lot of times, like someone like you, I can see myself watching a special and going like, oh, you got to see him live, man. This is great, but like, you got to see him live. Like that's where it like came through. It's very rare you're able to capture that.
Man, that means a lot because that is the thing of like, just like, you got to see me live, like come and see it live. So to hear that was captured is like, that's what I was going for. That's what I wanted. And to hear that translated is like huge. So thank you.
It just never, I just feel like that never happened. So the cats thing.
Yes.
So I kind of like, I watch your special and I'm like, him and I are like, I mean, him and I, we wear the same clothes.
Yeah.
Like now I realize we both went to Virginia Beach. Like we're
Delaware,
the
dead
like
parents.
same fucking same. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And I do think a big part of what comics do is we show parts of ourselves that makes you feel very close to us. And that's what we want to do. And I'm
Yeah.
like, your magic trick worked. I felt like we were friends after I watched that. Why don't, as someone that you don't know me well, but you're observant,
Yeah.
you're a comic, it's what we do. You see things that are right. Why don't I have a cat?
Interesting. Because you chose a child.
Chose is a strong word. I was in Texas at the time.
I mean,
No.
it does. Whoa.
This,
Look at that.
that,
I don't want to hear about it.
I don't.
Maybe next day.
When my hair looks like shit, I always blame that.
It looks great.
No, you had like a,
Well,
you had like a feather. Come
Do you need my comb?
oh my God.
Here, let me just do this first. Hold on. Here, from me to you.
Yeah, thank you
There
so
you go.
much.
You're welcome.
Hold on. Wait,
Oh, you
okay.
want it
Did that do it?
That nailed it.
Why do I feel like this comb matches my shirt?
It does. Honestly, I didn't see it yet, but I think you just morphed into me. I just saw myself in you so much with the comb and the hair. Oh my God, is that a mustache? Look at you.
I'm you with long hair.
Wow,
We're not that different, you and I.
This is like Face Off.
Dude, my dad has a couple illegitimate kids.
Yes. Look at that. Holy shit. This is fucking crazy. There it is. There it is. Oh my God.
We're wearing the same jewelry.
Oh my God. Whoa. I go back to my apartment. There's just yarn and twine everywhere. I'm like, what just happened?
Knew she was the Blair Witch. No, but why don't I have a cat? You know the answer.
I don't. Why don't you
Am
have
I
a
scared
cat?
of the truth?
What's the truth?
Don't you? What is the difference between dog people and cat? I'm an animal person. I have dogs. I have a horse.
Mhm.
I don't have a cat.
You have a horse?
I don't have a
That's
cat
cool.
because why?
Because I think cats
I need too much attention.
No, they don't. I think cats, there's a stigma to them that they are hard to love, or they're too come and go, and they're not. Like, dogs are just so loving and loyal. And it's like cats can be too. It's just on their terms. And cats are like edging, but with love.
Right,
you
right,
get so close. And when you get it, it feels, I'm telling you, your life will be so enriched if you get a cat. And also, they're vertical creatures. So you can get cat shelves on your walls. What was that face?
Oh, by the way, as soon as I made it, I went, I've never made that face before. We have to play it back. I was like,
what was that? I thought you were mimicking my buck teeth. I was like, are you really morphing into me? Look at you. What was that? I can't tell if it was mocking or admiring. That was out of control. My God.
I knew I should have gotten Botox. I stopped getting Botox, and this is what happened. Okay?
That was involuntary? You got to see a doctor. I'm surprised you don't have a doctor room in this house.
I think I had a stroke. I don't know. I tried, when you said vertical creatures, I did like with my mouth, like a curtsy. I was like, ooh, like vertical creatures. Because there was
Tell me more.
Because there was something like that you really did play to the top of my intelligence, that you just like went past it instead of going like, which means so. Okay, like you just said like vertical creatures and then gave me the benefit of the doubt, but I wanted to give you the credit of like, woo, fancy.
That was like a debutante ball type.
But I've never felt that feeling before. Like I felt I was like, and
incredible.
Yeah, dude, I bailed halfway through, but I was trying to just go like, ooh, vertical.
I'm so glad I said something, because if I didn't, it would have lived behind my eyelids for the rest of my life. Just like strings with the yarn in my apartment. I'm like, why? How? You know?
Oh God, I finally have expression in my face again, and that's what happened. I stopped getting Botox when I had a kid, and my face is all of a sudden like doing things it hasn't done in years. Oh God, it's really it has a mind of its own.
My lip caught the vapors.
I was like, I don't even know what just happened. I feel like there's a marionette doll operating my face right now. I'm just like, Jesus, I'm so sorry about that.
See, it's a sign. You need a cat.
I
They're
know.
bringing things out in you. You never
Is this
knew
what it's like to get a
existed.
boner? You're like, excuse me. Don't take it personally. It's a compliment. Oh God, I'm so sorry.
That was amazing.
Thank you
I
for
love it.
saying something,
Yeah.
because I would have always been like, does he think I have like, you know, I'm like just like I have Parkinson's or something. I'm so sorry.
Dude, that's great. You got to hang out with Whitney. How was it? She needs an at-home nurse.
Whitney's in trouble.
The lip was quivering.
That was it. Like anyway, so
was
sorry.
great.
I gave myself like a cleft lip.
No,
Like,
I loved it.
I cannot wait till we play that back.
That was great. That was the best.
Have you ever like tried out a new Twitch or like had a new Twitch for a while?
Try out a new Twitch? What are you talking about, lady? Oh my God. Yeah.
Like,
Well, I remember in October I was doing it. And,
no, like I don't mean like consciously trying it out, but I've gone through phases of like tics. Like, remember when I would just talk and like close one eye? Like that went on for like a while, but
it's
I
called a
haven't.
wink.
I know, but I would like kind of like when I was thinking. I think it was like when I was like kind of had mom brain. Remember? Now I can't even do it if I try.
Oh, sometimes I have to roll my eyes in the back of my head to capture a thought that goes away.
I used to do this when I couldn't. Oh my God, do I look like
You look great.
like the guy that raped those girls in True Detective? Do I look like the corpse in
Yellow
True
King?
Detective?
Sorry, my hair's messed up. Do I look like the Yellow King?
Do I look like Matthew McConaughey in True Detective? Like,
Sorry, do I look
on
like
the-
Russ Cole? Time's a flat circle.
No, sorry.
No, you just have to get some hair out of your eyes, Whitney. That's one of my tics. I go,
one of my favorite things you said in your specials when you're like, I'm a stinker. I fucking died. I screamed. I died.
Thanks, man.
No. Oh, is that sometimes when I can't get a thought, but I haven't done it recently, I like do that.
Yeah.
It does actually help.
Yeah, I go,
Yeah,
yeah.
totally.
Mhm.
But I haven't done it in a while, which makes me think I was like subconsciously trying it out and it like didn't take. Like, aren't tics permanent?
Your tics are auditioning in your head.
Yeah, and it like didn't get me the like.
Hi, I'm a head slap. I'm going to be auditioning for Thoughts That Left Me.
Remember tea tree toothpicks?
I tried to quit smoking during the pandemic with tea tree toothpicks.
How'd it go?
I mean, I have 2 packs of cigarettes on me right now.
Yeah,
you
not
know?
great, but those were around for a while. And I used to
Yeah.
chew gum, like just white
Yeah.
trash till I die.
Yeah, I
And
do that.
And I was like, this is gross. You know what? I'm gonna try like the tea tree toothpicks. There was like going around, and I like had it in my mouth, and like, you know, and I was just gonna have it in my mouth, you know?
Yeah.
And I like went to like, you know, a couple spots. And one time I went to this like party, Lee Eisenberg, shout out, wrote on The Office, awesome writer. And I was,
yeah.
you know, Lee
yeah.
Eisenberg?
Yeah.
And I was like talking to Lee Eisenberg, and I had the toothpick in my mouth, and like 10 minutes in, he goes, so is this like your new thing?
That's awesome.
And I was just like,
That's great.
it was gonna be my new thing. Damn it. Like
That's
I
the
wasn't
best.
getting away with my prop.
I say own it. Go, yeah, it is.
It was
And the next time you see me, it'll be my old continuous thing. Because I'm a toothpick
I
gal.
can do this.
That's who I am.
Next time it's gonna be chaw.
Yeah, but you
Chew?
own a horse. You
Yeah.
gotta have a toothpick in your
I'm
mouth.
white trash. I'm allowed to have a
Yes.
toothpick, but it's
Yes,
just
you grew up going to beaches in Delaware. Embrace it. I am trash through and
no.
through.
These
I
were
love
made
it.
for my family.
Yeah.
But in LA, it's like a, you know,
Mm-mm.
I don't know. But it was
Fuck it.
But I have to have always done it. You can't introduce something new
See,
like
here's
that.
my thing.
Huh.
I disagree because everybody's a poser till they're not.
Yeah.
We're trying new things. We're having new experiences. What's happening there?
I hate you. When I'm off camera, I'm off camera. Let
But
me.
you're not off my eyeballs. I'm talking to you and you're making hand puppets off the fucking side. I'm trying to talk about living authentically who you are. And you're like, here's Abraham Lincoln in the shadows.
I have a hair. When you're talking, I'm off camera and this is my private time. And you are a performer and you need to act like I'm listening.
But I have a mental illness where if someone is doing something in the crowd, I will be into thinking like, you know, the first time I ever sucked a cock, what's the matter with you? You know?
Sorry, I had a hair get stuck like under my glasses. Sorry.
But you
All-
pulled it out like you were playing a flute. You used 2 hands.
Well, because it was, I figured instead of taking my glasses off for the 500th time, I was just going to pull the hair out of my
I'm a fidgety guy too. I have twitches and tics. I mean, I rub my legs like a grasshopper. If there was a camera underneath the
Pat.
table, it would be wild.
I've never said this before, but Pat, shut the fuck up.
Pat, keep it up.
His whole, I mean, when I'm off camera, I fully like do chores. Like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
send emails.
Yeah.
Like, you're the first
Are
person.
you knitting?
I,
What the fuck? By the end of the episode, it's just a
I
blanket.
have my dinner here. Like I was gonna eat while you were telling stories.
Wait, is that a beef stick? I just
Yeah,
had one of
a
those
chomps.
yesterday.
They're great. Do you want one? The jalapeno
Yeah.
chomps. Promo code Whitney.
Give me chomps.
Anyway, so you were saying.
I don't know what the fuck I was saying. What are you talking about? Also, you're off camera, but you got some shit on your fucking chin. I think yesterday's chomps just came out of your mouth.
Is it spit?
It was
I keep
something.
spitting on myself. Would you leave me alone? Like, stop looking at me. Get away from me. Like, time's up. God damn it. You are like, you're bi. This is like the worst of a straight. This is the worst of a straight man and the worst of a gay man. It's like a shallow gay man being like, that shit on your chin. It's like, Jesus, dude. At least straight men don't see anything.
The gay me's like, there's shit on your chin, and the straight me's like, and I'm gonna lick it off. Now, Pat, sit on my lap.
That's actually a really funny thing. Like, as someone that's attracted to both, like, what happens? Like, how do you, like,
I don't know. It's like
decide?
I am so attracted to women. I love women. I love smells. I love touch. I want to like live in your ear when I'm with you. Like I
Yeah.
love all that. And I'll see a woman. I'm like, oh my God, she's hot. But I don't see guys walking down the street and I'm like, I'll have what he's having.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not
yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Guys are more of kind of like primal, like I'm really in the mood to fucking
Holes.
fuck.
Yeah.
And I've tried to date guys, but trans women I love because they're women to me. And
Yeah.
so I appreciate their femininity and I love that. But guys, even the guys I go for are more feminine. But
Trans women are kind of the only women at this point that dress like, I mean, women dress like bull dykes now.
and I always had a crush on Jessica Rabbit because I think I am Roger Rabbit. And
You
so
know-
it like works out.
Wait, is that true?
Yeah.
Is that
What?
true?
What true?
Roger Rabbit?
Yeah, I'm
I
relate
kind
to
of
him
get
so
that.
much.
Yeah, I kind
Yeah.
of see that now.
Yeah. I love the lore of it. I
Love
love
it too.
film lore.
Me too.
You know, I
The
love
Wizard of
stuff like
Oz.
that. Yeah.
See, this is why I can't really go on dates because this is all I want to talk about on dates. Is like,
Mhm.
you know, in the Wizard of Oz, like the Tin Man got skin cancer from the aluminum that they used as makeup, right? And they're
Really?
like,
Oh my God, that'd be so much better on a date than hearing about your job as a fucking assistant at something, and then you have a couple more drinks, and you're like, actually, the company would be nothing without me. And I'm like, God, I'm gonna kill myself.
oh God, no, I'm just movie trivia.
I'm music trivia.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, I am so Aspergery with music.
Did you
and-
love pop-up video?
Yeah,
I want to bring that
yeah.
back.
I'm pop-up video, but for like punk rock, hardcore, and
You're like
ska.
IRL.
Yeah, annoying.
Pop-up video.
Sorry. Yeah,
What should
I'm
I?
a pop-up video that you cannot turn off.
What should I ask you about music? That would be an interesting question.
Oh my God. I don't know. Anything.
Can I ask you a question?
You can ask me anything you like.
What do you have any hot takes about music that most people would not agree with?
Yeah. I think selling out is bullshit. You have to make your money. I hate when people think that bands sell out. Selling out to me is not putting your music in a commercial. Selling out to me is changing your sound, aesthetic, style to
Ooh.
placate what you think will be popular to get you more money. That to
Sorry,
me
my
is
hair on
selling
my
out.
face, and I just have to get it.
I'm used to it now. So I mean, you could gouge your eyeball out and I'd be like,
By the
well,
way,
she's off camera.
I don't know what the.
You know?
I don't know. I never wear my hair down for podcasts. I don't know
she's
why.
unclipping her weave.
I don't know why I got all dolled up to look like a professional bowler for you.
No, it's great. I loved the Big Lebowski.
Okay, I like that. Yeah, because it's like, I mean, we're talking about, obviously you're thinking about a different band in your head than I am, which is like Jewel did that song Intuition, remember? And
I do not remember.
Intuition. You don't remember that?
No, that sounds like a fucking national anthem in like Iceland or something. What are you talking about?
Stop making fun of Jim Norton's girlfriend. And so it's
Shout out Nikki. We love
We
you.
love
I'm
Nikki,
so
dude.
happy for Jim and
dude,
Nikki.
I'm obsessed.
That made me so happy to be like, oh my God, marriage is an option. This is so cool. I
fact
love that so
that-
much.
Jim Norton found love.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'm like, the fact that he's my relationship goals, I
Oh, yeah.
didn't see that coming.
Well, I mean, things like that give you hope. Like him finding love, Gypsy Rose finding love. You're like, wow, anyone can find it, you know?
Like, I must be really broken. Now, I have no excuse anymore. So, you guys, guys, let's be honest. Life can be crazy sometimes. I mean, I had a kid naturally at 40. What are we doing? And I think that if that's possible, I think it's certainly possible that one person's negligence can be another person's settlement. If you've been injured by the negligence of another, which if you were at the Rite Aid on 5th in Santa Monica today, you were by me. Okay. And you deserve to be paid. Okay. When you're in an accident, not calling a lawyer means you could be leaving money on the table. Okay. And you know what money is these days? The thing you trade for Bitcoin. All right. When you're seriously hurt, your injury could be worth millions of dollars. If you're ever injured, you can check out Morgan and Morgan. Okay, Morgan & Morgan is America's #1 injury law firm. They have over 100 offices nationwide and more than 100 lawyers. I'm not going to let my baby look at any of this because he'll call Morgan & Morgan. With over $20 billion recovered for over 500,000 clients, Morgan & Morgan has a proven track record of fighting to get you full and fair compensation. Submitting an injury claim with Morgan & Morgan is so easy, okay? Giving a baby a bath, which I've been trying to do all day today, that's hard. Submitting an injury claim with Morgan & Morgan is easy. Giving a baby a bath if you're a female comedian is hard. Submitting an injury claim with Morgan & Morgan is easy. If you're ever injured, check out Morgan & Morgan. Their fee is free unless they win. For more information, go to forthepeople.com/Whitney or dial #law from your cell phone. That's forthepeople.com/Whitney or #law, #529 from your cell phone. This is a paid advertisement. This show is brought to you by BetterHelp, okay? So I'm a mom now, you guys. As you can see, I don't know if you're watching this, but my baby is standing on my lap. And I can't be any weirder of a mom than I already am, okay? I already, read him. Hi. I already, had an audiobook on the other day about Hitler and realized when he was sleeping, I was playing an audiobook about Hitler. So I already need to be in a therapist's office pretty regularly for a litany of reasons, but also because I'm a parent now and I'm not allowed to be crazy anymore, right, Peanut? And I also have to go to therapy because every time I look at my baby, the side of his face, he looks away, and I take it really personally. And I need a therapist to be like, hey, Whitney, he's just a baby. He's not rejecting you. He can't. You own him. And that makes me feel better. I've had to deal with a couple curveballs recently with other people's behavior being batshit because let's be honest, everyone's on drugs. Everyone. Not me, thanks to therapy, but everybody else is. That's a scientific fact that everybody is on drugs and not even the right ones. Not even the ones that suit their personality or make them cooler. So this is why you have got to get into therapy to cope with everybody else thinking that we live in a simulation and think that they should take 3 weeks off to go to Burning Man. I know, I can't really cope either. If you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists anytime for no additional charge. Get it off your chest with BetterHelp. My baby doesn't need to get anything off his chest because I keep him naked. Yeah, country baby. Visit BetterHelp.com/Whitney today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/Whitney. You never know what someone's going through with their family and that kind of shit. But yeah, there's a lot of, I guess, negativity around selling out. They do that with comics too. It's remember when Patton Oswalt did Ratatouille and everyone's hack and you're like, the guy's done 12 amazing specials. Can he just play a cartoon mouse?
Yeah. Anytime someone gives someone shit for doing something for money, it's unless you're, already a billionaire and you're doing something, it's well, save some for the rest of us. Let someone else fucking get it. But it's dude, you got to make money. You got to, you got to fucking get your bag and by any means necessary. But if you're I don't know, just changing yourself to get it, I think is selling out. But as long as you don't compromise who you are.
When you look at Sam Smith right now, you don't even know what I'm saying.
I mean, what?
Do you know Sam Smith?
Is he a comic?
No, he's a singer. What did he do?
Sort of a comic.
He's sort of how dare you? He's
is he that fat guy that looked like a overstuffed turkey when he wore the tight clothes? Is it that guy that started to dress himself up like a pig? That guy that was just why don't I just wear he's
an amazing leading singer like had all these like pop songs.
Oh, is that the one that's like heep hoop hobble hobble hop, heeble heeble hop? Is it that one?
Oh yeah, I haven't heard that banger.
See, I remember sounds more than I remember lyrics.
Okay, what are your top karaoke songs? Top 5.
Well, what I used to do is I used to take mushrooms and do karaoke and sing Incubus, Wish You Were Here, but I would dedicate it to my cousin Matthew that died in the Iraq War. I don't have a cousin Matthew, and no one I know died in the Iraq War, but I would do it to bum everyone out. And then during the chorus,
Thought it was real.
I wish you were here, cousin Matthew. I wish you were here. His head blew off in an IED, and I would just like lose it and bum everyone out. But I thought it was the funniest thing ever. Shout out Catherine Rooney's in Wilmington karaoke 2007. That was like my favorite.
Oh, fuck. What are your other ones?
Misfits, Where Eagles Dare, Ball with the Ball by Kid Rock.
Great one.
Yeah, 311 Down.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What are the worst karaoke songs? I feel like Wild Thing.
Wild Thing. Bang,
It's always the drunkest girls. Like it's, and it always goes on forever.
Oh.
It's longer than you would think.
Or like Carrie Underwood when he cheats and you know it's real by the woman who's singing it.
Oh, no.
You know that it's like she's thinking of like Brian.
Yeah. The baseball bats to the headlights.
Oh, yeah. Mhm.
Also, Carrie Underwood is an
Hot.
excellent singer.
That too.
She got a new face,
Really?
and it's just as good.
Wow. Why'd she get a
got
new
in an
face?
accident.
She didn't need it. Oh God.
She got what happened, Pat?
Once there was this girl who got into an accident and couldn't go to school and went. I just remember being in 5th grade being like, can you please play Crash Test Dummies?
You okay, son?
Yeah.
And then
like,
they put you on Ritalin?
yeah, they're like, are you trying out a new tic?
She tripped. Carrie Underwood tripped on a step.
At her house and fell.
Oh! And what happened to her?
40 to 50 stitches to the face.
Where in the face?
And a broken wrist.
Poor gal. Where in the face?
The main part.
The main part. Not a side character?
No.
The main role in the
I think
face.
it was right down the gullet.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, she got Joaquin Phoenix.
I think right in the keister.
Oh, right in the face, keister. Oh, that's the
She
worst.
got Joaquin Phoenix. She got Bill Murray and Sealed.
Ooh.
Yeah. But you can't tell.
Poor gal.
I don't think you can really tell, can you? Or is she an AI now? Do they fix it with AI? I don't know. Okay, so music. Can I throw out some hot takes?
Throw out whatever you want.
Tell me I'm wrong. I don't get the Beatles. And maybe okay, but just
What do you mean you don't get the Beatles?
It sounds like children's music to me.
What era?
Our house is a nice house.
That's not the Beatles.
Our house is a very, very, very fine house
That's
with 2
not the
cats in the
Beatles.
yard. Life used to be so hard.
No. I mean,
See, they're not memorable.
hold on.
Our house is a Beatles song, isn't it?
No.
I have a hot.
I love betting and I love gambling.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go.
$1,000.
Do you really want to do this?
Wait,
Yeah. I'll bet you $1,000 right now.
that's not a Beatles song.
That's not a Beatles song.
Okay.
Woo! Let's go, dude. I am fucking pumped right now.
Oh wait. Oh no! By the way, I won't pay for.
Yes! Give me a fucking pay up, bitch! Yes! Patrick! I feel so alive for the very first time. Shout out POD. I got kicked out of Cornerstone Festival by moshing too hard at them in Ohio.
By the way, you can tell I can't afford this $1,000 bet because when I pull up Our House by Crosby, Stills and Nash, all the commercials come up. I won't even pay for YouTube Premium.
Well, now you ain't gonna fucking pay for Wi-Fi because you owe me 1,000 buckaroos.
All right, Venmo yourself.
Dude,
Venmo yourself.
yes, dude, this rules. I love gambling.
Here's what I'll
Everything's
say.
coming up
Here's
finance.
what I'll say.
Let's go again.
All right. Let's keep going.
What else?
Okay.
Let's fucking go, dude. I am sweating. I feel so good.
Let me put my hair up.
I gotta take my shirt off.
I can't do this anymore. You take your shirt off. I'll put my hair up and let's get to, because I'm not being myself here. I'm really, the fact that I took that gamble against someone with that many tattoos about music is really beneath me. Okay.
Oh my God.
All right.
Dedicated to the kids that came out feet first.
All right. What's
Cold
the
world.
next? Are these questions or what are we doing?
Whatever you want.
You just made $1,000. I got to get this $1,000 back. This is the best day.
I swang on a swing. I just made a fucking 1K.
What are you gonna do with your winnings?
I just won $1,000 on a bet because I know everything about the Beatles and Whitney. I almost coached Brittany. I have gambling coursing through me right now. I fucking bet what side will the cigarettes fall on? $1,000.
Oh, can we just do? Let's just do rock
I bet you
paper.
$1,500. I can eat this all in 2 bites. Let's go.
By the way, okay, let's $1,500.
You think I haven't put meat like this in my mouth before, Whitney? You don't know who you're talking about, bitch.
Who can get a giant beef jerky phallic shape down their throat more easily?
Farthest.
A guy that sucks dick or a girl that's been auditioning in Hollywood for 20 years. It's a tough one. It's a tough one.
Well, at least this is a shade that I usually go for. Yours is probably white and gnarled.
Brown marbled with clear?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
My mouth is like the 6 train, honey.
How about
Multicultural.
do you think you could sell me on the Beatles?
You need to get into the individual Beatles solo career.
You just lost
post-Beatles.
$1,000.
Yeah, we didn't shake on it, honey.
Literally was gonna give you you were leaving here with $2,000.
You bet. I wasn't talking about the Beatles. I was talking about the individual Beatles and their individual solo careers. And it's actually funny because the Kendrick and Drake kind of rap beef, there was a John Lennon, Paul McCartney beef in between, and they would diss each other in songs. Stealing Glass by John Lennon. Ooh, look into it.
So you like the drama?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And George Harrison played guitar on both Paul McCartney and John Lennon's tracks where they dissed each other.
Okay, well,
pretty
I
interesting.
actually really enjoyed the song, the War is Over Christmas song, and it's Lennon and Yoko Ono, so I'm sort of pro post Yoko.
Yoko wasn't on it, but she was with him, and so she took some credit.
I think she was the real genius of the operation.
So she had an art gallery.
The Vietnam War?
Yeah, he met her in Vietnam.
She was the napalm girl.
Yeah, she was the napalm girl. He cleaned her off, and what do you know? She was actually the one with the soldier with the gun to the head.
That was her.
Oh, yeah. Her nudes go for a lot.
I think Bobby Lee's playing her in the movie. Napalm Girl. I mean, we got demonetized a while ago. It's fine.
We're putting the demon in demonetized.
You've been monetized. I've been demonetized on this podcast.
Wait, what were we saying?
That the Yoko Ono where they met.
Oh.
At an art show.
Yeah, at an art gallery. So she had an art gallery where she had a ladder and you would walk up and there was a little latch and you'd open it and a thing would come down and all it said was yes. And John Lennon was like, the possibility of yes meant so much. And it hit me at a time when I needed that I needed to meet who did this. And if it had said anything else or no, I wouldn't have cared. But he was like, that was a life-changing moment. And
it's the only English word she knew. So I don't feel like it was that profound.
And also, you know what that fucking BITCH did?
What?
John Lennon and Paul McCartney were hanging out at the Dakota in New York City, where he ended up dying in front of. But they were watching Saturday Night Live. So the idea that after they broke up, they never interacted again, that's not true. They had their beef, but they got back together and would hang out. What was the beef? The beef was they broke up. Their last concert was on top of Apple Records.
Like they just didn't get along. They just...
Yeah, I mean, when you're with... Bands are like marriages, man. When you're with each other so intimately for years, you know, you just end up kind of growing apart. And their last concert was on top of Apple Records in London. And actually, if you watch it, it's really cool. John Lennon's wearing this sick fur coat, and it was Yoko's. He grabbed it right before he went on and like put it on because it was chilly, and it's like really cool looking. But him and Paul McCartney and Yoko were watching Saturday Night Live at the Dakota in like 1970 something, right? And they're doing a sketch where they're making fun of the Beatles. And Paul and John were like, you know what? Let's go down to 30 Rock and be like, you guys want to make fun of us? Well, here we are. And they were getting ready to go, and Yoko was like, no, 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 this is monumental. If you do this, it should be for some charity.
Can you do the accent?
She was like,
I just
no,
wanna really-
no. Even I know I said it yes, but then now I say a no. Hold on, let me hold it. A no. And so they didn't go. Crazy.
Crazy.
They could have reunited on.
Have you
Saturday
seen
Night
Yoko
Live.
Ono singing?
The thing with Chuck Berry. Yeah.
Well, have you
It's
just
pretty
seen she has
bad.
like an art exhibit where she just
I mean, yeah.
you're gonna
That's my brain when you tell me not to talk about the Beatles. Yeah.
okay, you're like a music genius. What else should I ask you?
No.
If I was a good interviewer, what would I ask you about music?
I don't know. I can nerd out on anything, you know. Like I really love punk rock and hardcore and ska because the subculture was so important to me growing up.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, the lyrics and the community and you know what this music stood for.
And you
really
love dancing on
meant
your tippy toes.
a lot to me. I love dancing in the pit, fucking swinging your arms.
Can I talk about moshing? Tell me about mosh pitting.
I would love to tell you about moshing.
I want to understand the psychology of it.
Yes.
Because there's it's like almost intoxicating. It's almost like a cult, right? Like, don't you get dizzy? Is the idea to get dizzy?
Think about tribes, ancient tribes, when they would be around in circles and they'd be playing the drums and everybody would just get up and move and let it out.
Yeah.
That's what it is on like a primal level. You hear this music that if you truly let yourself go, you can't help but just want to fucking lose it.
Right.
And you get your rage out, you get your emotion out, but at the same time, you're swinging your fist. If you knock someone out, you pick them up, you know
You're all
what you're
agreeing.
signing up
Yeah.
for. You have a social agreement when you step into a venue with this type of aggressive music playing. I could get my teeth kicked in. I could get fucking dragged out. I could get into a fight. I don't know what's going to happen. Let's go.
Can I ask you for like mosh pit etiquette?
Mm-hmm.
Do you take your rings off? I'm dead. Do you get rid of your glasses?
I came up going to shows where guys would have brass knuckles on their hands and go in the pit or have a cast and swing that around. So there was a time period when the violence was like so out of control that, you know, like there's different gangs and crews involved. And it's like being involved in this and being like, dude, am I going to get fucking
Yeah. Like,
beat
are
the
we at
fuck up
Astro
tonight?
World?
Am I gonna fucking beat someone up tonight? Like, dude, back in the day, there were like Nazi punks that would come into scenes and people would beat the fuck out of them and literally beat them out of the town. And so that's what happened in Boston. I remember I went to a YWCA in 1999 to see some Oi bands, and these Nazis showed up, and I didn't know. I was there by myself. I would just go to shows, and these fucking Nazis were there, and these guys started beating them up. And I was like, well, all right. And I obviously wanted these guys to like me. So I just got in there and started swinging on these dudes that had suspenders and shaved heads. And I was like, all right, let's go.
I feel like
Hello, Nate.
Nazis
Will you
are
be my friend?
fair
You
game,
know?
right?
Yeah.
Like fucking Nazi hunters. That's
Yeah.
a good crew.
Yeah.
When it comes to your financial future, you think you've done it all. You've saved, you've researched, you've invested all that you can. Now you need to take those investments to the next level by using what every financial great uses, Yahoo Finance. For more than 25 years, Yahoo Finance has been the brand behind every great investor. Whether you're a seasoned investor like me. Just kidding. I invest in the wrong people. Or if you're looking for that extra guidance, Yahoo Finance gives you all the tools and data you need in one place. They're the #1 finance destination, producing a holistic look at the financial news cycle, including breaking news, original editorial perspectives, analyst ratings, independent research, customizable charts, and so much more. So I do not know how money works. We all know this. I literally just learned that the 401k is not a marathon. It is a bank account that you're supposed to have. I'm just learning all this. No one teaches women how money works. And so thank God for Yahoo Finance. It has changed my life. And look at me. I'm unstoppable. Okay? If this doesn't say makes money in her sleep, I don't know what does. Securely link your brokerage accounts for a unified view of your wealth, including 401k, I now know what that is, and other investments. A comprehensive perspective is what sets apart great investors, and now Yahoo Finance ensures that you have insight to look at your wealth in its entirety. It's over 90 million users, and the real strength is helping you on your way to financial success. Stop being a dud today and go and get your comprehensive financial news and analysis. Visit the brand behind every great investor at yahoofinance.com, the #1 financial destination, yahoofinance.com. That's yahoofinance.com. Hey guys, I know what you're thinking. Whitney, get a doctor. Why do you look so pale? And why is your hairline receding? And also get some other beauticians in your life. But we'll talk about that another time for another day. I am in a human centipede of medical crises. It's just every day it's another medical crisis that latches on to the previous medical crisis. But if I were to call and try to schedule appointments, I'd be in a psychological mental health crisis. So thank God for ZOCDOC. Just last week alone, I had a varicose vein that I wanted to get handled. I have a receding hairline situation happening. I don't know. I think it's not. It's just I need to go to a doctor to just tell me to stop freaking out about it. And I have an ingrown. I always get these ingrown toenails that I think I need to zap off. Enter ZOCDOC, because no one around me in my life will let me talk about it anymore. ZOCDOC is a free app and website where you can search and compare highly rated in-network doctors near you and instantly book appointments with them online. No waiting on hold, listening to Enya for 2.5 hours. Once you find the doctor you want, you can book them immediately. No more waiting awkwardly on hold with the receptionist, unless that's what you're into. All these docs have verified reviews from actual real patients. You can filter specifically for ones that take your insurance and that are located near you and treat basically any condition you are dealing with. The typical wait time to see a doctor booked on ZOCDOC is just 24 to 72 hours. That's it. You can even score same-day appointments. I use ZOCDOC, and you should too. Go to ZocDoc.com/Whitney and download the ZOCDOC app for free, then find and book a top-rated doctor today. ZOCDOC. It almost makes you feel like you're living in a country that has healthcare. That's ZocDoc.com/Whitney. ZocDoc.com/Whitney.
And the skinhead movement is so interesting because there's skinheads originated in England, and I may be speaking out of turn with some of these things, but I'm speaking to it to the best of my knowledge. But there's skinheads they're sharps, skinheads against racial prejudice, and the skinhead movement started in England as a blue collar rebellion against everyone. So England, old England, where the Beatles came out of, the Beatles were revolutionary because they had long hair and they kind of, dressed in a way that was kind of, whoa, against the grain. And then the skinhead movement came out where they would shave their heads because they're like, we're not dressing like you. And the skinhead movement was multiracial. So it was all blue collar workers, kids, outcasts, and they all dress the same to identify each other, to be like, oh, okay, because they would get beat up. So they all started to become a crew of friends that would have each other's backs. They could identify each other, and they shaved their heads, wore tight clothes to be against the grain of what was going on. And then that got co-opted by, the Nazi skinhead movement, which is obviously bad. But skins in America then started to, in the 80s in New York, there were New York skins, and this type of music that was coming out. There was a rebellion to everything that was going on with this idea that you had to dress and act a certain way. It was a bunch of street kids and everything. And then eventually, because it got associated with like Nazi skins, skinheads would start to just grow their hair out and just kind of be like more incognito. But and it's so fucked up because, you know, like people hear skinhead and they immediately think of the negative connotation.
Totally.
But and it's like you can't, explaining this to everyone every time is like tough, but you know, like it's not a bad movement. You know, if anything, hardcore punk rock is like a brotherhood and a sisterhood, and it's very diverse, and you stick up for your friends. And it taught me, you know, I grew up without a dad, and I desperately was like looking for guidance and a place to belong. And this musical community was a place where like these lyrics are telling you how to live and like how to have your friends' backs and stand up for what's right. And, you know, like how to carry yourself, you know, and it was like really cool to grow up with that and have the music and the message kind of guide me. And it was a place to go on the weekends to, you know, I was in a ska band, so people would come out and see my band play, and then I would go to see these bands. And so like, I don't know what I would be without music, you know?
If you're starting your journey and as a person like listening into like, I want to learn more about ska, first band, yours?
Oh man. Oh, that'd be pretty cool. Actually, the ska music at the intro of my special was my
You
band.
wrote, that's sick.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah. And the band, when I walk out on stage, is a band called King Nine. They're a New York City hardcore band. And the song at the end is by this band called Drug Church. And so I become friends with these guys. So it's cool to like use that music that I dig. And also it's easier to get the licensing.
Yeah, of course. Like, homie, please. Begging you. Begging you.
Please.
I'll tag you. Tag. Hashtag.
But I don't know. I mean, to get people into ska, I would basically ask like your top 5 bands and then find music that would be kind of tangentially related to that, almost like a sound, to then slowly get you into like the core of it.
The thing about ska that I love is that it's like, you can't, even if you don't, you can't not.
Yeah.
You can't, if you're not, it's like, you know, like if you yawn and someone else next to you doesn't, they're a sociopath.
Yeah, I didn't know that, but yeah.
If that's, they say that's one of the signs, because yawning is contagious. It means you have empathy.
So is dancing. So is ska. So is that feeling of goodness. And you just, like, back to the mosh pit, like you hear this and it hits something inside you to where you just want to like dance. And these shows are a place where you can go in and flail around and no one's judging. I mean, there are people that are judging you and there is posturing and you want to be cool, but at the same time, this type of music embraces originality and authenticity. So if you're going in and you're just like, I'm going to be me and I'm going to flail around and do my thing, people dig that. You know
what it is, which is, I'm realizing like that any judgment or fear around it is fear of being embarrassed and the inability to like, I think a lot about the feeling of abandon. And I never have that. Like, I'm always in control and I always want to make sure that I'm control, which is always a false sense of control anyway. But like, there's a jealousy I have towards people that can just let themselves go like that with like a bunch of strangers. And I mean, it's a lot of trust, obviously, too, but to like not worry about how cool you look or whatever. It's like, actually, I used to always think it was so like macho and violent, but then you're like, oh no, this is like incredibly vulnerable, actually.
Yeah. To get and dance in a group of people alone and flail around is like, you are being vulnerable, and you're also like thinking, am I going to get hit? Am I going to hit someone, you know? And, you know, it celebrates politeness in a way, because if you hit someone and you don't apologize and help them, you're going to get the shit kicked out of you, because people are going to understand like, hey, it happens. Like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And then you hug each other and you go around.
Right.
You know, but there is a difference between like long hair metal mosh pitting, where it's a lot of pushing and shoving, and then, you know, hardcore, like two-stepping and windmilling and spin kicking is different than like moshing and pushing, you know, because like if you go to a metal concert and you're like spin kicking in the pit, and I sound like such a fucking loser talking about this, but I don't care. I don't care. This is who I am. This is what I like. And I know for like 5 minutes I ran it on and didn't have a laugh line, but you're so kind to let me just fucking go out. And now I just realized Pat's still alive because I heard a chuckle, but I get it. I know. Look, I know people have tuned off. Okay. I know.
I'm sorry,
I know.
tuned off?
Tuned off is something, it's like a facial tick of yours. I didn't know it was happening, but it did. Let's move on. I'm just just glad you plugged this special at the beginning while people were still watching, and we haven't alienated every single one of your fucking people that watches. Okay, I mean,
Henry
Jesus
Rollins
Christ.
is still listening.
I love Henry Rollins. Get in the van,
Dude,
Sorry.
my son's name is Henry.
Really? After Henry
I'm
Rollins?
from DC.
Oh, dude.
So Henry,
There's-
I love that. I've always loved that name. I've always been like obsessed with him. And
I call my bicycle Old Henry.
no,
I swear to God.
no way.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah. Hey, I'm never going to have kids. No judgment.
Do you not think?
I do not think.
I just hit my head. I just got CTE from like being jealous of your answer.
I probably have CTE from the amount of times I've gotten hit in the head.
From moshing?
Fighting, moshing, falling.
Do you still fight?
No, I pop off and get close, but I haven't gotten in a fight in a while.
Really? What was the last fight about?
God, I don't even know.
Hmm.
I think it was when I was drinking.
Yeah.
I used to get in fights all the time. I used to want to get beat up a lot. So I'd just go to people and like smack their drinks out of their hands. Be like, let's go. What are you going to do? You know? Yeah, it was a nightmare. My nickname was the liability. It wasn't fun. You know?
What are you going to do?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, I've gotten fucking knocked out. But I pack a wallop. I'm knocked out too.
I pack a wallop.
Yeah.
Is it legal to just get punched by you can't just punch someone, right?
Oh, dude, one time in Boston, I got in a fight and this guy was on top of my friend hitting him. And I came up, I grabbed his hair in one swoop, I smacked him. I like really got him and he just fell back and melted. And this crowd of people cheered and I was like, yeah. And then this guy immediately came up and just knocked me in the head and I fell on the ground and a cop broke it up and he goes, get out of here. More cops are coming. I'm letting you go. That was a clean hit. And I was like, yeah. You know,
Because it's illegal, right?
fighting?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's assault. I mean, what are you talking about?
I don't know. It seems like you guys do it a lot.
Yeah, it wasn't a fight. I fucking socked this guy at a show at the knitting factory in Brooklyn. They didn't have like security and Megan Gailey was on stage and this guy was drunk and he stood up on a table and he was like screaming and then he walked towards the stage and me and this other comic Scott Chaplin that
I
aren't
love Scott.
absolute pussies. You know Scott?
Love Scott.
He's
yeah.
the fucking best.
No,
man.
he wrote for the OnlyFans roasts that we did. He's a genius.
He's such a sweetie, man. He's so good.
He is an unbelievable roast joke
I
writer.
love him. Yeah, he's
Animal.
fucking great. Yeah, and such a good, solid
Love
dude.
him.
But he and I are trash, and every other comic is like, "What's happening?" And he and I just run up on this guy, and he goes to grab him, and the guy pours a beer on Scott, and I just went and I fucking knocked him, and the guy fell off the table, and everybody swarmed him, and then Nimesh Patel was like, "Yo, that's assault. You got to get out of here." And I was like, "You're right." And I just like went down the street, and I found out that when they kicked the guy out, a bunch of other comics were like mouthing off to him, and the guy beat the shit out of like 5 of them, and I just hit him and got him scot-free. I was like, yeah.
What does it hurt
But I mean, I've gotten stomped out before, you know.
on the face?
Oh yeah, I got smacked. I cracked my orbital with a rocks glass. It was totally my fault. I get it. And then when I was on
Were
the
you
ground,
in Carrie Underwood's house? What happens? You tried to walk down her patio steps? What
No,
happened?
I was I completely deserve it. I was, you know, we started the night playing this game called the Thunderfucked. You ever hear that?
Mm-mm.
I think my friends made it up. It was, you know that song Thunderstruck by AC/DC?
Yes.
When they go thunder, oh wow, wow, thunder.
Yeah.
You all stand around in a circle, and you know a waterfall when you're drinking, when you drink, and when you stop, someone else starts, and when you stop, someone else starts, you know?
Okay.
So every time they say thunder, you chug. And then the next time they say thunder, the next person chugs, so on and so forth. But
I love when
there's-
people can't just get drunk. They have to like add logistics and like
Oh yeah.
like
A friend of mine used to
choreography.
play point. And that's when someone pointed at you, you would just drink.
You have to do like zip zap zop, like
Yeah,
an
yeah,
acting
yeah.
game. You have to like
Yeah.
choreograph shit.
Yeah,
It's like,
no,
can we just
and I'm the gay one.
Yeah.
But there's a point in the song when they don't say thunder for 1 minute and 27 seconds, and that person gets thunder fucked. And we were all playing that, and I was playing with a handle of Jim Beam, and we went out, and I was like in and out of a blackout, and I mouthed off to the wrong guy, and his friend came up and just smashed a rocks glass on my head. And then I got like dragged out, and I said to my buddy, I was like, did I get a good hit in on him? And he was like, in your head probably hit his foot on the way down. And then all of his friends just tap danced on my body, like da 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 da. And I was teaching at the time, so when I went to school a couple days later, my whole face was swollen shut. And I had to give them a lesson on why you don't say mean things to people. Whoopsies.
I was a professional example for kids.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, you know,
What were you
shit happens. What are you going to do?
What were you teaching?
How not to live your life? What not to do as a fucking adult? You know? Do as I say, not as I do. You know? One of the kids was like, did you wear the wrong colors? I was like, oh, Deshaun. Yeah.
Should we do a quick IG Live?
Whatever you want.
You're live.
Woo!
Okay, we're live with the great Ian Finance. Now, we're just going to jump in. Normally, we do these IG Lives. I don't know why I can't say basic words now that we're live. But he won $1,000 from me already because we bet on a song.
Yes.
And I got it wrong because
Yep.
I have a tiny bird brain because I'm a girl.
Hey, can I just say, be careful how you talk to yourself because your brain is listening.
But it's so tiny, it can't hear anything.
I mean, you are a woman.
Am I?
Dum dum.
And so we want to do another bet. What should we bet?
That's a great idea.
What?
That you just had to tell
Me?
them. Mm-hmm.
To what?
Have them choose a bet.
That's what I'm saying.
That's a great idea.
Okay, so you guys decide.
Where's this
okay.
camera that they are seeing us?
So it looks like that. We're live.
Oh,
on
cool.
Instagram.
Do my tits look like this the whole time? Have I, Patrick? If you're fucking grooming her and you're not telling me I got fat tits? Oh my god, I'm so embarrassed. I've been titting it up. My posture's fucked. Oh, I'm never gonna meet a wife. Oh, God, why didn't you tell me that my fucking tits were droopy? I hate my body so much.
I'm so confused by a man wearing a wife beater who's concerned about his tits. It's like such a like.
Well, I'm
cognitive
barrel chested to
dissonance.
to start with, and sometimes my posture makes it look like I have boobs because I slouch a lot. Fuck! I wish I was having so much fun. I wasn't self-conscious about
And
my
I'm the
looks.
opposite. I have giant D's and I'm sitting like this.
I know you're monkey tits, and I'm fucking slop house over here.
We both work at rival bowling alleys. Okay?
I'm First State Lanes in Claymont. You're Bolorama in Philly.
I'm the new one that came in, the new corporate one.
Yeah, and Patrick's our multi-bowling alley pin monkey.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
God, Patrick, have you been looking at my tits like this the whole time?
Pecs, bro. Pecs.
All right, I like it.
Okay, so you guys, I want you to send someone. Everyone keeps asking if you're the father of my kid.
No, but I will be. I'm moving into the pool house.
But no one ever asks that.
I take care of the horses and the kids. That's right. I'll teach a kid how to fight and take an ass whooping because no matter what, life's going to kick you in the dick. Be prepared.
Oh my God. Okay, so how do we do, okay, who can hold their breath the longest?
I'm a 2-pack-a-day smoker. That's not fair.
Done.
What about $1,000 on rock, paper, scissors? You know, I lost $20 on someone in the front row at the creek doing rock, paper, scissors. Like a month
Really?
ago. Yeah. But I did win $40 on BattleBots backstage. So
Okay, let's see. Okay, so maybe rock, paper, scissors. Sperm boner, I don't know what that means.
sperm boner.
How bi is straight on a good day? A bowl off. People are saying your nipples are great. Is that her husband?
Thank you.
Blah blah blah. Okay, so play rock, paper, scissors. We're getting a lot of those. What should we bet on?
A musical fact.
Okay, ask us. Ian was in a ska band. Ask him about it. Oh, we just got a 45-minute lecture
Yes.
about ska music.
Yeah.
Okay.
We just got demonetized for
Please.
boredom. Don't get me
Please
started.
don't.
Whitney said the best ska joke ever. I go, I have a ring that says ska. And you were like, yeah, and ska backwards is ask, which I wish I didn't.
I'm sorry I did. And then
Yeah.
I walked away and realized ask is not ska
I
backwards.
realized that on the way here. And I said, if we could go back in time, I'd have you say anagram.
It
Is that an anagram?
It
Is that a
sounded
palindrome?
ska, palindrome.
No.
Something.
Is it a bet?
Palindrome
Is
is-
it a bet?
No. Oh,
Let's bet what a palindrome is.
okay. How much?
Go. $1,000. Double or nothing?
$1,000. Sure.
Yeah, your kid is not going to go to college. Oh my God. I
College
can't
has
wait.
been over. Colleges are just Jewish hate crimes at this point.
I know. Your kid should be like a plumber or something. That's a smart way to go.
Yes.
Blue collar.
Done.
Yes. Go
Handled.
to trade school.
Yeah, no.
Which I got in trouble for telling my kids when I was a teacher. Anyway, what's a palindrome, bitch?
It's a word backwards like race car.
You're correct. So that's what I was going to say.
Oh, I thought you were going to say it wasn't a palindrome.
I thought you were going to say that.
No, it's a
I was banking on you not knowing what a palindrome was.
No, of course I know what a palindrome is. I mean, you know it all about everything except
okay.
music.
All right. Fuck. Okay.
Oh, so
Well, that
you
doesn't
thought I was
work.
going to say anagram.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so we just
That's
agreed.
why I was so confident.
Okay,
Yeah.
me too.
Yeah. I know.
was like, let's
Fuck.
go.
I thought I caught you on a trick.
Shit.
Fuck.
Okay, hold on. Keep going. There's
All
gotta the things that we have gray areas over.
Yes.
Okay, give us something else because we will do rock, paper, scissors if we have to. Rent facts, as in the movie, the play Rent.
I don't know anything about Rent except
Okay.
I'm going to end up dying like them. Whoopsies.
I recently tried to get my guy into Rent, and he was not having it, and I was like singing it and trying to explain it,
Oh.
and then I was like, it's about AIDS. Like I was trying to sell it. Like it's cool. No, they died at the end. It's about AIDS.
And you did kind of sing it like a musical. You're like, it's about AIDS.
AIDS. Okay, let's see. Blah, blah, blah. Rent facts. Who did the most recent Beavis and Butthead skit on SNL? Don't know.
What?
Northern Lights. Facts. Oh, it's true, damn true. I don't know what that is.
Huh?
Thank you
Wait,
guys.
what is one of those
What's
games?
Ian's gay body count?
I was thinking about. Also, I don't like the term body count. It
hate it.
really takes away the humanity of sex.
But you guys, way before saying body count, were saying like I murdered it.
No,
I destroyed
I'm not
that
because
shit.
I'm a feminine alpha. I don't
I
talk
like
about
that.
women that way.
I like that. So what do you say if you want to
I
tell your guy
respect
friend,
them.
I took it
say-
down?
I say
I
I beat
hit
that
it.
shit up
I-
respectfully. No, I say things like I laid with her. We made love. They're like, "Whoa, what? You know, I would like to share my bed with her.
Wait, this is a good question. In Animaniacs, what did the pigeon parody?
I know.
Do you?
Yeah.
Look behind you.
I love Animaniacs.
I wrote my first thing I ever did. I was 12 years old and I didn't know what I was doing at the time, but I wrote a spec script for Animaniacs.
That is so cool.
And I was just obsessed with Animaniacs. And Animaniacs, if you look back, like it was about the Steven Spielberg made. It was about the business. It was about
Yeah,
Hollywood. Like I
yeah.
didn't even realize subconsciously it was about the
Mhm.
water tower on Burbank. And like I was obsessed with
Yeah.
that show. I'm on a little thing to bring it back, but I don't know how that's going. I'll
Huh?
check my GoFundMe.
You're on a little thing.
No, there was it was like a, what is it when you get a list together, like what they've done for Israel? They put a bunch of people on and they sign a petition
to get them
to bring
destroyed?
Animaniacs back.
Oh,
get the-
really?
To get the Jews to stop fighting and to
Yeah.
bring back
Dude,
Animaniacs.
it would. I love Animaniacs.
Me too.
It's the best.
Wacko
and I
Jacko
also love and Dot. And I also love Tiny Toons.
If I was going to have a girl, I was going to name her.
Dot
Yep.
or Wacko.
No, people were going to call her Wacko, but her name was going to be Dot.
So you know the answer to that then.
Oh, Pinky in the Brain were like my whole life.
Me and Jordan are Pinky in the
No
Brain.
way. Me and my friend Nick are. Yes, you
Yeah.
and Jordan are Pinky in the
Oh,
Brain.
yeah. 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 Yep.
Whoa.
We're Ren and Stimpy.
Tonight
Pinky
we're
and the
gonna take
Brain.
over the world.
Okay, Vine.
Oh.
Yeah.
God,
What are we going to do tonight, Vine?
Do you remember the girl who was like obsessed with the animals and she had cute
That's
aggression?
me with my cat.
It is.
Yeah. I am every piece of cartoon that you could imagine.
I feel like you're every piece of Animaniacs, like every character in one character, plus Roger Rabbit.
I mean, there it is. I'm just looking for my Jessica.
Oh, are you actively? Someone said thumb war.
I'll fucking thumb word up.
Dude, easy. You use your
Arm
thumbs.
wrestle.
Wait. Can you imagine?
Greco-Roman style wrestling.
Sex, and we see who can come first.
Let's have a race. Let's go.
Let's race.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, cheers.
Any nudes? I heard you like Labyrinth. What are your thoughts on Dark Crystal? I like Dark Crystal. It's just a different, you're a cat person or a dog person. You're a Labyrinth person. You're a Dark Crystal person. You're a Coke person. You're a Pepsi person. They're just different things. And that's its own podcast episode.
What?
You're a Dark Crystal guy, I bet.
I don't know what that is.
Dark Crystal, the movie? What about Labyrinth?
Never seen it.
What?
Yeah.
You've been busy researching skinheads for the past 12 years and listening to the Beatles bojangle it up instead of watching Labyrinth?
I'm not a big movie guy.
You just recited every scene of Roger Rabbit.
Yeah, I'm a big movie guy for the movies I've already seen.
You then had the audacity. Don't touch my button.
Sorry, I can't help it but push your buttons.
That's my G-spot. We uploaded it.
I finally found it. Ow. Sorry. This isn't dildo. What the fuck is this? Oh my God. Let's race. Oh God, is it used?
Okay, we're gonna masturbate together, and whoever comes second owes the other $1,000.
All right, let me just give you the money now. I'm on antidepressants.
So am I. 20 milligrams
It is a
Prozac.
war of attrition. Let me tell you.
We have to look at each other in the eye the entire time.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Fuck, it sucks.
What is this?
I don't know. I feel like I'm on a spaceship and I'm using a remote to set your phasers
That's
to
what
come.
they use to guide the sequence.
I mean, your bodies are crazy. This fucking thing.
Yeah, that's basically just to like suck
But
your
it's
clit off.
amazing that every girl uses this and guys still don't know how to eat pussy because you glom onto the clit like a barnacle on a boat.
Yeah, you have to just honestly, trying to think of just suck it like a straw. And if you think it's hurting her, do it 10 times harder. That's the only way I know. I mean, yeah, when you realize this thing works, just do what this is doing.
Yeah.
You know, and then the charger, just plug it in and then take the charger part and stick that in her butthole.
Yes.
And just let the electricity pulse through. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know what this one is, but it's called the Ascend, which makes me think it's going to make me a better person.
What is
That
this?
looks like a remote. That just goes on your clit, I guess. Has a cute little charging station.
None of these. Oh, that goes in your ass.
It's too shadow on your face.
Oh, we're worried about
You keep
the.
tucking it down.
Yeah, I don't want anyone to know this is me.
You got something to tuck down? Call
Notice
me.
I start talking about how to eat pussy once I completely hide.
What, I mean, what the fuck? Is this like a fucking neuralizer for Men in Black? What the fuck is this thing? A Jimmy Jane?
I don't know. I think that's one of Bert and Tom's new
Is this
pieces
a
of
coal
merch.
miner from the fucking night there? Oh, it's a Jimmy Jane. I'm not putting anything near my privates named Jimmy Jane. I mean, can we just go back to normal sex? What the fuck are these things?
No.
Dude, I was with a gal. She can't fucking come to save her life unless she's got electrolysis and dialysis hooked up to her pussy. It's like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. That we've gone so numb at this point. The best thing to do is just take a magic bullet. It's a blender.
Yeah.
Just put it on her pussy.
Well, she left her fucking dildo at home, so I just stuck a Roomba on her pussy and prayed for the best.
Everyone's on antidepressants. Maybe, you know what? Maybe she was just hangry.
Well, I had something to feed her, but she didn't want
I think sometimes having an orgasm as a woman, this was a woman.
What
Was it a woman?
Doing with your eyes.
I'm sorry. Sorry. Putting them back in. Can you?
Yeah.
Honestly?
Sorry.
Leave me alone.
Sorry, I love you.
Like, it's
This is the
literally-
most fun I've ever had.
I was just trying to put my eyeball back
Guess
in its
what?
socket.
I'm not leaving.
You live here now.
Look how much fun we've been having by, me, my inability to ignore whatever fucking freak show things going on that side of the table.
Hangman, that's a rock, paper, scissors, bloody knuckles.
When I hated myself, I used to just walk and drag my knuckle across the brick wall.
It was the idea to get him to bleed? Or is that
Yeah,
the
I
only
used
way
to
you
do
can
things
come?
that
Oh.
Hurt myself. I'm just funning around. Got myself in rehab.
I'm a cutter. Still like
And
a
drank so much I had the DTs. I'm just a silly guy. Give me the $1,000, Whitney.
I'm just a stinker. Oh God. All right, you guys. Well,
What the fuck was that?
you just
Oh,
stepped, you just stepped on my clit.
Finally, we got you to come.
I can't breathe. All right, here, Venmo yourself.
No, I can't. You have to do it because I will feel bad
Why?
doing that. No, I can't take your money. I feel horrible.
Why?
Offer it one more time and I'll say yes.
You have to take at least what I owe you for. Okay, but what do I say it's for? Whitney is a dumb.
No, don't
Is
talk
dumb.
that way about yourself.
Is dumb. Why?
No,
I
no,
mean,
no. Beatlemania.
Yoko Ono for life.
Yes.
I'm paying him $1,000 because I thought
Our
song.
House by Crosby, Stills, Nash
There's a
and
song
Young.
that goes, Our House. It is so fucking
Yeah,
dumb. I thought it was a
house.
Beatles song. I'm sorry that I confused. We all live in a yellow submarine. Our house couldn't be a fine house because you live in a yellow submarine. I should have known.
Oh, yes, Ian rules.
1,000.
Hey, you know what this money's gonna make me? Mild, happy, and free. Dude, I honestly, I'm gonna feel so bad about taking your money, but do it and we'll see how I
And
feel.
you have to press the button.
I can't, dude.
You have to.
This
You
is-
won it. You won this fair and square.
Is this?
By the way, I learned a valuable lesson. This is actually a lesson I would pay to learn. Pay $1,000 to learn to just watch my know-it-all dumb whore mouth.
Is this okay?
'Cause you know what?
Kayfabe, jokes aside, is this okay? I can't take your
But
money.
you know what, Pat? I've said this before. Did you know and you've just let this slide?
I only correct you when it's absolutely necessary.
So you're just letting me be ignorant on
So
here.
what the fuck is happening that he's piping up about? What fucking catastrophic things are going on to where this fucking mute has to go, actually?
The wheels are so far off the wagon. Honestly, dude, whatever happened to Whitney Houston, he'll intervene right before I take a bath. That's the only time he gets involved.
Oh my God. Dude, is this, are you sure? I can't, I mean, this is pretty funny. This is, I mean, to fucking win $1,000 on that bet. Oh my God, I love gambling, but I need to stop. I lost a lot of money in Vegas, so this actually helps. I was in a bad way.
No, it's fair and square. I
had a
made
girl,
the bet.
I had a girl come to the casino to meet me, and I wanted to keep gambling, so I was like, why don't I teach you how to play blackjack? So she just sat there and I'm gambling, and I'm going, should I hit? Just to include her. Okay. Are you sure?
Yes. Yes.
Dude.
You have to. Don't do this. You can't do self-sabotage on top of it.
Oh,
Just go. No, you didn't change the amount. Okay, I thought you changed the amount. Okay, good.
Did it really do it?
Yes.
I just won $1,000. This is how sad bad my life is. I'm like, that's a life-changing amount. I had to get through 2 gates to get here. I'm like, this is the biggest moment of my life. I feel like I just won Publishers Clearinghouse.
Oh my God, you guys. I'm gonna make sure you have your comb back.
Hey, you know what? Call it even for the 1K. Take it.
No, we wouldn't want your mustache to get dreads.
Okay, fair. Thank you.
It's been real.
Yeah.
Don't really know how to dismount here.
Neither do I.
Let Periscope know that it's been real. And you have to get to the Comedy Store.
Oh, yeah, I have a spot in
Like
15
right
minutes. Mitzi, I'll see you soon.
All right, I got the line.
Oh my God, I have to get you out of here.